The number one biggest weakness of Sigma males, okay? And that number one biggest weakness is that Sigma males tend to be natural introverts, okay? And what I mean by that is that they usually have a quiet confidence about them. Doesn't mean that they're shy or that they don't have any social skills, because they do, right? With a Sigma male, it's not like that guy is just going to have a conversation with you for no reason. You know, and even if he does, if it doesn't benefit him at all, if it's not a topic he's interested in, he will find ways to just end that conversation or to just walk off on you, because it's not really worth his time. He doesn't benefit from that, so he doesn't want to waste his time or energy on that conversation, right? However, if it is a conversation he's interested in or a topic he's interested in that, you know, is beneficial for him, then he will sit there and you'll find out that, wow, this guy actually has some pretty good conversational skills, right? He's pretty well versed in this topic or this subject. But most times, Sigma males come off as just introverts, right? Because they have that silent confidence about them. And in life, there are times where you just need to be a little loud. You know, you just need to be a little extroverted to get what you want. You need to let people know that you are there, right? And I truly believe in that. And that is where I see the weakness of Sigma males, right? Because I've coached Sigma males before, like really badass guys too, right? Not discounting them at all. Really, really badass guys, very eccentric guys, guys who are very self-assured. They have that internal confidence about them. However, there are times where there's situations, especially if we're in a venue together, where you do need to let the other person know you're there, especially if you're interested in them, you're attracted to them, or even just to let loose and let yourself have a good time. Okay, so I've always warned you guys that you should never cling on to just this like one belief, like, oh, I'm Sigma, I'm only Sigma, or I'm Alpha, I'm only Alpha. Because from what I've found, everybody really has a combination of these things, right? And even a little beta, right? There are probably some things you need to fix in yourself that are a little beta. It doesn't mean you are a beta, it just means you have some beta traits that you may still need to work on. But there are times where you just need to not be so constrained to just one belief system. And I see that in the manosphere where, I mean, even when we talk about like red pill, blue pill, black pill, whatever, you see these factions forming where everyone's like, nope, only red pill. Nope, I'm blue pill. I don't know anybody who's proud to say that, right? Guys who are blue pill usually don't know they're blue pill yet until they find this community. Then they're like, shit, I'm blue pill, right? Or I'm only black pill. Especially those black pill dudes, they're like, oh, this is the only way. And I've always taught you guys, where the power really lays is in the balance, okay? You have to have a balance of things. So, might have a little bit of black pill in you, even though you're mostly red pill, right? Might have a little bit of purple pill in you, even though you're mostly red pill. And vice versa, okay? And vice versa. You can't just say, oh, I'm all this or I'm all that. You have to have a balance, because that is where the true power comes from, is having that balance and having that adaptability. Okay, and the thing about Sigma males too is that generally they are adaptable. However, it seems like in social situations that, you know, when it comes to needing to be a little more extroverted, you know, and a little more animated in order to get what they want, a lot of times it's just beyond their capacity to do that. Like, even though they're usually adaptable, it seems like when it comes to those situations, many times they're not willing to do it. And that is where you need a little bit of alpha, right? You need a little bit of alpha in order to be like, yo, you, what's your name? You know, to get what you want, you know, and not even just specifically a girl, just to get what you want. Okay, whether it's a girl, a new job, start a new business venture, okay, sometimes you need to be a little more extroverted. And that is generally the weakness that I see in the Sigma, is they are stuck on that, right? They're stuck on that. And, you know, vice versa, same thing with the Alpha. And I'll probably cover that in another coaching video, like the biggest weakness of the Alpha male. And really what it boils back down to is just clinging on to one belief a little too strongly, right? A little too strongly. You should adopt a larger perspective and take what works for you, okay? Take what works for you and will help you, will benefit you the most. But to just cling on to one, you know, subsect of the, you know, of the like alpha, beta, sigma hierarchy is going to not be advantageous to you, okay? So you want to adopt a balance of all of them, okay, depending on what fits for you. You might be, say, 80% alpha, 10% sigma, maybe 10% beta that you still need to work on, right? That's okay. That's okay, right? As long as you can identify that. But whatever benefits you the most. You guys remember this movie Bloodsport with Jean-Claude Van Damme? 1988, love this movie. But there was a scene in that movie where he was talking to his master, right? And his master was like, "You are not the Tanaka. I cannot teach you." In not so many words. And he was like, "You are an American. You are not the Tanaka." And Van Damme looks at him. He was like, "You taught me to use any technique that works, to keep an open mind," right? And I always remember that. Use any technique that works for you. Doesn't matter if it's Sigma or if it's Alpha, right? You need to use what techniques work for you, because that is where the power lays. Even though I'm mostly red pill, right? I'm mostly red pill. I've got a little purple pill, right? I'm a dating coach. I still pick up women, right? I still like to keep that imagination open, you know? And then there's like probably 5% black pill in me, right? Where I'm like, yeah, after this, screw that, you know? I get it. You know, that's why I understand those guys as well. But I can't say like, oh, I'm 100% this or 100% that. I have a combination of all of what benefits me the most. I'm mostly red pill, like I said, right? Probably about 90%, 80-90% red pill. And then a little bit purple, a little bit black, right? Maybe 2% beta. I think I fixed most of it, right? There's probably some things I still need to work on. But yeah, that is probably the biggest weakness of Sigma males, even though I'm kind of like all over the map in this coaching video, is that they are just sometimes a little too introverted, a little too quiet, and they are not loud enough when they need to be, right? When they need to be. They're just not loud enough. Like I made a comment in my 7 traits of a Sigma male coaching video where I said Sigma males, when they beat you at something, when they win, they're not the type who are gonna like chest pound, throw it in your face, brag about it, whereas alpha males do. And that is something that I do. I mean, if I beat you at something, especially because I played sports, I played football. I mean, you should see some of my old highlight reels. I was like literally like running over to the other side of the other sidelines and shoving it in their face. I had the ball. I was like, you know, I mean, I was like just throwing it in people's faces. I mean, there was even one situation where like half the sideline came off and they were chasing me around the field because I really pissed them off because I was throwing it in their face, because we had come back from like a 3 touchdown deficit, and all of a sudden we were in the lead and it was late in the fourth quarter. We know we had the game won, and I came and just shoved it in their face. This was a team we really didn't like either. I just did not like them at all. So I was happy to do it. Okay, I was happy to do it, but that is the competitor in me. That's usually the competitor in, say, an alpha male. It's just like you have to unleash it, right? You have to unleash it. You can't just sit there like with a Sigma male. They won't do that. They have more of like an internal validation where they're just like, I beat you. Where an alpha is just a little more extroverted when it comes to that stuff. But in the same sense, when I lose too, I have no problem admitting I lost, and I'll shake the other person's hand, and I'll congratulate them. I'm like, man, good, you got me, yeah, you got us. You know, usually it was like with sports. I'm like, you got us, good job, man. You know, we'll see what happens next time. But yeah, you got us today. Go celebrate that. And nice win, right? I'll give them their due. I will not be like, oh, screw you, bitches. You know, no, I'll give them their due. I'm like, you got us. Go celebrate, man. Good job, good job. Whereas with the Sigma, even when he loses, he'll just kind of just like quietly walk away, like, right? So again, you have to find the balance in that, because there are going to be times where you need to be a little quiet, but there are also going to be times where you're going to need to be a little loud, and you're going to need to let people know you're there. And just being silent and having this quiet confidence about you is not going to work. It's not going to get the job done. And you got to do what gets the job done, even if it forces you outside of your comfort zone. You got to do what gets the job done. So that is the number one biggest weakness of Sigma males. As always, guys, drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Let me know what you think about the biggest weakness of a Sigma male. Maybe you have your own that you want to share. Share them below. I love to read them. I love to see them. And I love to see you guys in my comments. I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is Matt Cross from AlphaMaleSecrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on my YouTube channel. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe. Helps me out a ton when you subscribe, so please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill, and awesome pill that I'm teaching you guys even further, the best way to do that is by becoming a premium subscriber of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel, which I am hosting on a private platform away from YouTube. And the reason I'm doing that is to protect my content from YouTube. In case they ever try to shut us down, they won't be able to, because all of my premium content will be protected on our private encrypted server that will be up forever. And I'm paying for it so they can never take us down. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium AlphaMaleSecrets content for me. So take advantage of it. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.